The night was silent until the flash of a single camera shattered it. Freen walked out of Becky's apartment complex, her head low, her cap pulled down. But it was too late. The street was empty except for one waiting photographer, and that one click was all it took. Within minutes, the photo went viral. Fans couldn't breathe. The question wasn't just why she was there, but what happened inside. The image was haunting. Freen in a plain white hoodie and black jeans, clutching her phone close, as if holding on to a secret. She didn't smile, she didn't wave, she just walked straight to her car, opened the door, and drove away. The timestamp on the leaked footage read 12:03 a.m. Hashtags began exploding. Hashtag Freen and Becky midnight, hashtag caught at Becky's, hashtag FreenBecky reunion, hashtag K-drama. And real-life theories filled every corner of social media. Some said she went to apologize, others whispered it was a final goodbye, but the truth was far deeper than anyone expected. Just 6 hours earlier, Becky had been at a private charity event in downtown Bangkok. She smiled for the cameras, laughed with friends, but fans who knew her noticed something different. Her laughter didn't reach her eyes. She kept checking her phone subtly, her fingers hovering nervously over the screen. Sources later revealed that around 10 p.m. Becky had received a message that made her heart stop. The sender, Freen. The message simple: "Can we talk one last time?" Those 6 words changed everything. Becky reportedly froze for a moment, then quietly slipped out of the event early. No goodbye to the cameras, no explanations, just silence and headlights disappearing into the night. Around 11:15 p.m., a car was seen pulling into Becky's apartment complex. Security footage confirmed it was Freen. Fans who recognized the license plate knew immediately who it belonged to. Within minutes, people nearby began whispering, posting vague tweets. Something big was happening inside the building. Tension filled the air. No cameras, no staff, just 2 people and the ghosts of everything they hadn't said. When Becky opened the door, Freen stood there drenched in rain, her eyes red as if she hadn't slept. Her voice broke as she said, "I didn't know where else to go." Becky didn't answer right away. She simply stepped aside and let her in. The apartment was dimly lit, soft music playing in the background, like the world knew something fragile was about to unfold. For the next 3 hours, what happened inside those walls would remain a mystery to the public, but that didn't stop fans from piecing together every clue. The first clue came from Becky's neighbor, who claimed to have heard faint voices through the walls, not arguing, not shouting, but the kind of soft, trembling tones that come when people are trying not to cry. Then, at 11:50 p.m., a light on the balcony flickered on, and a shadow of 2 figures appeared. Freen standing close to Becky, heads bowed like they were saying goodbye, and then silence. The next time anyone saw Freen, she was walking out of the building alone. By sunrise, the internet was chaos. Clips, photos, tweets, everything flooded timelines. Some fans were celebrating a reunion, others mourning a possible ending. People were analyzing the body language in the photos. Becky's window light still on, Freen's head turned slightly back before she disappeared into her car. One tweet went viral: "You can tell she didn't want to leave, but she had to." Another said, "This isn't the end, this is the start of something real." The world was divided but united in one thing: obsession. Everyone wanted to know what happened behind that door inside. Sources slowly began to talk. A close friend of Becky shared that she had been emotional the next morning, quieter than usual but peaceful. When asked about Freen, she only smiled and said, "Some goodbyes don't sound like endings." Fans latched onto that line, turning it into a trending quote. Freen herself stayed silent, completely off social media for 2 days, until she finally broke her silence with a post of her own, a black and white photo of the night sky, captioned, "When you find peace, you stop." Explaining that post got over 3 million likes in hours. But things didn't end there. 3 days later, Becky was seen leaving a small cafe with the same bracelet Freen had gifted her months ago, a symbol fans thought she had stopped wearing. That one detail reignited everything. Clips comparing old interviews, photos, and past gestures resurfaced as fans speculated maybe this wasn't goodbye at all, maybe it was a second chance. Then another twist appeared: a fan spotted the same car Freen drove parked outside the same cafe just an hour before Becky was seen there. The comment section exploded. Coincidence or something more? People began piecing together a secret timeline suggesting that their midnight meeting was not an accident, but a carefully planned moment to rekindle what had been lost. Entertainment reporters tried to reach out to both stars, but their agencies refused to comment, fueling the mystery even more. One insider allegedly revealed it wasn't For publicity, they needed closure, maybe more than that, and that was when one unseen clip leaked, a 20-second video from a building camera not meant for public release. It showed Freen waiting by the elevator at Becky's complex holding a small gift bag, her fingers trembling. She looked nervous, like someone about to confess something important. Fans who saw it said it felt like watching a movie, a real-life drama unfolding without scripts or lighting, just raw emotion. Within hours, #FreenGift for Becky trended worldwide again. So what was in the bag? No one knew for sure until Becky posted an Instagram story 3 days later. It was a photo of a delicate silver locket resting on her palm, inside 2 tiny initials, F and B. She didn't write a caption, just a single moon emoji. That one post broke the internet again. Millions of comments poured in from fans across the world. Some were crying, others were cheering. Everyone felt something. "This is love in silence," one fan wrote. "Maybe some bonds don't need to be explained," said another. A week after the midnight sighting, both were spotted at the same airport, leaving for separate destinations. But fans noticed something subtle. They were wearing matching rings, the same design, slightly different color tone. People screamed coincidence again, but those who knew their history didn't buy it. Then came the interview that shattered hearts. Becky sat down for a brief talk show appearance, her eyes soft but steady. When asked about love and forgiveness, she paused, smiled faintly, and said, "Sometimes you have to lose someone to find where they belong in your life again." She didn't name Freen, but she didn't have to. The story that started with one photo turned into a global storm. Thousands of fan edits flooded TikTok and YouTube. Romantic slow-motion clips of Freen walking away from the apartment, overlaid with melancholic music. Everywhere you looked, there were theories, speculations, hope, heartbreak. But through it all, one truth stood clear: the world wasn't just watching 2 celebrities, they were watching 2 souls navigate something real, raw, and painfully beautiful. Then something happened that no one saw coming. 2 weeks later, during a live event, Becky surprised fans with an acoustic performance. She sang a song titled "Past Midnight," a gentle ballad about regret, forgiveness, and finding someone again when the world least expects it. As she sang, her voice cracked slightly. During the last line, "You came back when the rain stopped falling," the audience went silent. Moments after the performance, Freen posted a story of rain falling against her car window with a caption, "Listening." The fandom collectively lost it. From that point onward, the speculation turned into faith. Fans weren't just hoping for a reunion, they believed in it, because everything, the locket, the rings, the song, felt connected, like fragments of a larger story still unfolding. And just when things seemed calm, another sighting occurred. Freen was spotted arriving at a film studio where Becky had been working for her new project. The body language, the shy smiles, the way they avoided cameras but couldn't hide the spark, said everything. Reporters tried to catch a comment, but Freen only smiled and said, "We're fine, really fine." That simple statement became the internet's heartbeat. As months passed, their silence became their loudest message. Every move, every post, every accessory was analyzed. Every shared glance turned into proof that something unspoken was still alive. Fans even created an online campaign, #LetThemBeHappy, urging the media to give them space, calling their story not gossip, but a human moment of connection. By the time the year ended, their story had transcended celebrity culture. It became a symbol of love surviving storms, understanding blooming from distance, and peace being found in quiet places. And still, people couldn't forget that one photo, Freen walking out at midnight, the streetlights glowing behind her, her head slightly turned back, as if wanting to look one last time before stepping into her car. That image captured more than scandal. It captured humanity, vulnerability, and love that refuses to be simple. Every time fans revisit that picture, they remember not the rumors, not the chaos, but the truth that sometimes what looks like an ending is just the start of something new. Weeks later, Freen posted a video from the ocean, waves crashing gently under the setting sun, her voice barely audible but clear enough to hear the words, "Some storms come to clear the sky." Minutes after Becky shared the same video, different angle, same ocean, same sunset, the caption read, "And sometimes the sky remembers." That moment didn't just break the internet, it healed it, because in the end, after all the silence, mystery, and heartbreak, Freen and Becky didn't just rewrite their story, they reminded the world that love, even after storms, finds its way back home. #Freen and Becky, #Becky Freen Midnight, #FreenBecky Reunion, #Freen caught at Becky's, #Becky Freen 2025, #FreenBecky Love Story, #FreenBecky Forever, #FreenBecky Emotional Moment, #FreenBecky Comeback.